Hey everyone, it's Daniel here from InfoRest. Hope you're all doing well. So basically, April tends to be historically a good month for stocks, right? We tend to see nice rallies in the stock market. We tend to see the markets do well. Everything's fine. But can we see the same thing this month, in this year? Possible. Possible, definitely. Right? We've been seeing some selling in the markets, in the equity markets on fear, but it can turn around very quickly, especially with the CPI report that we have coming out. Once we get the CPI report that comes out, and if it comes out very weak, that can definitely jolt markets higher, equities higher, even higher, and make new highs for the year. Definitely that can happen. And on top of that, also the minutes, right? The minutes is very important. If there's dovishness or any comments from the Fed that talks about cutting rates, pause sooner than expected, QT stopping, sure, you can get a big move in the equity markets, right? But is that the right move? Well, we'll have to see and assess according to what comes out of this recession. If this is a not as bad of a hard landing as the market's expecting, then sure, you could see the markets rise. If you're getting QE, you're getting easing conditions very soon, the markets could jolt up on it. But if the markets jolt up and nothing has broken, then what would that mean when you get the real bad news that something is going to break, right? So let's say hypothetically you get the pause that everyone's expecting and you get the jolt in the equity markets. Okay, pause means that the Fed's going to cut rates very soon. And then a couple months go by, Fed's not cutting rates, nothing's broken, and then another month or two goes by, and then something really breaks in the economy, which causes fear again. Because if you notice in the equity markets have been selling off on fear, on bad news. Again, bad news is bad for the markets and good news is good for the markets again. And this correlation tends to change, right? This can change again next tomorrow. It could change today in the next hour. It could change in the next 5 seconds. It could change next week, next month, right? So if we start to get bad news, bad data, and we start to get maybe non-farm payrolls, the next couple ones, maybe later on, coming weak and negative, and CPIs coming out weaker and weaker after, let's say, this report, and there starts to be fear again in the markets, you could see that rallies fade off very quickly, right? And it would actually be a trap more than a regular rally, right? But many things could happen. I could be definitely wrong. We could continue to move up higher after April and go higher and higher and higher, right? We still have the Fed meeting in May. They're expected to hike rates another 25 basis points, but it'll be very interesting what they have to say during the press conference and what they have to say there. And that could also be a catalyst for the markets to move in a certain direction. Now, the Fed has told us that we're in a we started the deflationary process. Now, to get deflation, yeah, you gotta break something, and something's gotta break, which is going to be that recession that causes the recession to worse off, which causes inflation to come down. So, sure, the inflation numbers could come in weaker. Sure, you could see a rally this April, could do well, but is it a true rally? Is it something to be happy about, or something you should be very careful and cautious about, that it could be a trap? Now, as a day trader, probably you would take advantage of the short-term swings for sure. As a long-term investor, depending how long your horizon is, if it's maybe 50 years, probably you also don't care because you're buying on every dip, because ultimately your belief is that 50 years down the road, the markets are going to be higher, right? Now, if you're strategically trying to plan this out in your trades more medium term, or you want to utilize this rally for whatever positioning that you're doing, right? You got to think that, hey, is this a trap, or can we see a continuation of the rally, and has the bottom already been priced in? And that is last year the bottom was in. So is that the bottom, and do we continue moving up higher, or do we see a new low? Right? That's the question we want to see. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below, subscribe, hit the like button and the bell icon to be notified on the next video, and I'll see you guys around. Cheers. Bye.